Good evening, everyone. Today, I stand before you with a heavy heart, weighed down by a truth many of us have experienced but are often too afraid to say out loud. Nobody values you if there is no selfishness. It may sound bitter, it may sound harsh, but this is not just a statement. This is the unfiltered truth of the world we live in. We live in a time where relationships, friendships, even families, everything seems to revolve around convenience, around gain, around self-interest. When you are useful to people, they remember your name. They reply to your messages. They pick up your calls. They praise you, laugh with you, show you warmth. But the moment you no longer serve their interests, you become invisible. You become a ghost walking among people who once called you family, friend, or my person. And what's worse, they won't even realize they've changed. But you will. Every silence will scream at you. Every ignored message will sting. Every cold glance will burn a hole through your heart. I have seen people change the moment they got what they wanted. I have seen tears wiped away, not because someone cared, but because someone wanted something in return. I have seen love turn to indifference. I have seen gratitude turn to avoidance. Why? Because the reason they once valued you no longer exists. The selfish gain is gone. So is their care. Let me ask you something. Have you ever helped someone through their darkest times only to find yourself alone when your skies turned gray? Have you ever stayed up late to comfort someone, but when your heart broke, they were too busy to even text back? Have you ever been the pillar for someone's storms, only to be forgotten the moment the sun came out? If your answer is yes, then you already know what I'm talking about. Nobody values you when you have nothing to offer. And it hurts, not because we want something in return, but because we believed that our love, our presence, our loyalty meant something more than just utility. But reality teaches us the hard way. In a selfish world, kindness is often mistaken for weakness. You see, the more selfless you are, the more people will take you for granted. The more available you are, the less people appreciate your presence. They think you'll always be there, always forgiving, always giving, until one day you're gone. And only then, maybe, they'll realize what they lost. But by then, your heart will have nothing left to offer. Some people will only love you for what you can give, not who you are. They will measure your worth not by your soul, but by your utility. And when you have no more to give, their eyes will look through you as if you never there. It's a painful truth that the world often confuses worth with benefit. But let me tell you something. If you feel like nobody values you unless there's something to gain, you are not the problem. Your kindness is not weakness. Your love is not a mistake. Your loyalty is not a flaw. It is their selfishness that blinds them from seeing your true value. You don't need to be useful to be worthy. You don't need to be needed to be loved. You don't need to be someone's option to feel like you matter. So what can we do? Should we become like them? Cold? Calculated? Selfish? No, that's not the answer. But we must learn to protect ourselves. We must learn to set boundaries. We must give, but not at the cost of our own dignity. We must stop watering relationships that only bloom when they benefit from our light. Because at the end of the day, you deserve people who love you for who you are, not for what you offer. People who don't disappear when your hands are empty. People who don't turn away when your heart is tired. So let this be a reminder to every soul here today. If someone doesn't value you when you have nothing to give, they never valued you in the first place. They valued your function, not your existence. And if you are that person who loves purely, gives selflessly, and stands by others even when you have nothing to gain, then you are rare, and you deserve more than people who only come to feed from your light. Please, stop pouring your heart into people who only open their hands, not their arms. Stop waiting for love from those who only seek advantage. And most importantly, stop breaking yourself just to keep others whole. You are not a machine. You are not a backup plan. You are not a tool for others' comfort. You are a living, breathing, feeling human being. You matter, even when you have nothing to offer, even when you're broken, even when you're silent. You are valuable, not because you're needed, but because you exist.